What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? So I'm tapping in tonight based on watch hours are going up. We need about 600 more watch hours. We should be able to knock that out way before baseball season. Of course, if I could just do one good video, we could get them watch hours right away. But haven't been having many great videos, many great lives of late. So, and I haven't been very consistent. However, I am here. I am here tonight. I'm ready for baseball. People be texting me about this basketball, what I think this, that, and the other. Look, I'm not on sports. I'm not on sports right now. I got other shit to do. I'm trying to make videos about other content because this one ain't monetized yet. James Cash, Purse, what up? But I'm here, man. And I'm not finna keep explaining what's going on. And, like Lucy, like Ricky Ricardo used to say, you better start explaining. I ain't finna start explaining. Y'all know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Rob Moses, what's the deal, man? I'm so glad baseball is almost here. I've been looking at a few of these new signings and people that haven't been signed. But I'm gonna get more into it. I'm gonna get more into it soon. Maybe a week or two. Probably, yeah. I say probably 2 weeks. I'll be in full swing with this baseball, get ready for the real season. You know what I mean? But I thank you people that's in here. The NBA is whack, but college basketball is whack now too. I think girls basketball is a little more exciting, but I ain't watching that either. Juju is about the only thing worth watching. I think it's a white girl in like Connecticut or something like that. 213. You changed that number on me. I was about to call you 702. I'm gonna call you 70213. What's up, 70213? Rob Moses. So Rob, on the other channel you asked a question, man. I don't remember what that question was. Oh, I remember. About the founder. Man, yeah, I don't speak on that, man. Everybody in the streets know. I don't speak on that though. It's funny because SAG had mentioned that he didn't know either. But and this was just Thursday. This was last week. But man, yeah, I don't speak on that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody never got wrapped up in that. You don't talk about things like that. Salute breadwinners. Welcome to Cappin with Kev Mac Sports Podcast channel. Shotty Mac. I hit you with a question before you logged off. Name good start off 70. Oh man. All right, y'all. We'll go young. I don't know. Go Young is in the Discord app. They over there winning money. I get notifications. I used to just delete the app, but I still have the app, so I get notifications. And also, the All Star game just came about, so DJ's probably not really doing too much gambling right now because they have like a day or two off. Then afterwards, they're gonna have a day or two off. But I believe everything's all well. What up, Shotty? I just text you back on board. Man, these people outside, man. But yeah, they on Discord, man, doing their thing, man. They've been hot for some weeks, man. I'm like, man, I missed out on all that. You can disable notifications too. Yeah. But I like to delete it because I'm not. If I leave it on there, I'm gonna end up clicking on it. I'm gonna end up going up in there. So I usually delete it. And I don't mind the notifications because they hot and I'm just trying to see, who's hitting and who's active up in there, right? So yeah, I know, Purse, I know. Big TY, Shotty. We 18 deep up in here. This Yo Cho. We 18 deep up in this joint, huh, boy? We 18 deep. Nothing like the 40 we've been getting lately, but man, we almost there, y'all. Shit. I need to just leave this thing on for a few hours and let y'all just leave yours on too. We get our watch hours, right? I don't mind talking to y'all though. It's for the best. It's for the good of the channel, man. There may be a bright future in this channel at some point. But what's up, TY? You said you're getting into baseball this year? Is that what you said? Kev, I'm seeing rumors of Aaron Rodgers possibly. See, I didn't never hear that one. I did hear Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh, and I heard rumors of Stafford being traded. But I don't think so, man. If they're going to get rid of Stafford, they need a good young arm. Somebody that can sling that ball 36, 40 times a game and make use of those wide receivers. I don't think that's Aaron Rodgers. That'd be a bad move on the Rams' part. I don't see that one happening. Stafford played pretty good parts of the season. I think Stafford can still give you a year or two of mediocre quarterbacking, but he still brings experience. But I don't know that Stafford is that guy in the future. I think it's a wrap for Stafford pretty soon. Trout moving. Yeah, they bombs. They bombs. I give you that. They bombs. Stafford got a championship though with the Rams. So he was the shit in Detroit. He was nice in Detroit. Trout moving over to right field this year. Toronto for sure don't want to pay Vladimir Guerrero. Really? I was reading Dante Bichette. I think that's his name. Was it Dante Bichette? One of them dudes over there was saying that he believed Toronto was gonna go all out for Vladimir Guerrero, and so he just wasn't even gonna trip. Basically it was both. It was both shit. So he's basically like he's not even gonna trip. His future might be somewhere. I seen Bregman to the Red Sox. I think it's a good move and a bad move at the same time. Bregman's a nice stick. I think he tears Fenway Park up. But it's a bad move because Bregman ain't, he ain't putting up them type of numbers no more. But I think he will in Fenway. He's kind of like washed, ain't he? But Skeens and Scooble finna pay us all. Screwball. Yeah, Screwball's nice, man. I hope his career ain't over already. You know what I mean? Coming off a great year. I hope he's still got a couple more years in it, but I'm telling you from experience, the best pitchers, they give you a couple good years, and then it's a wrap. It's over after that. Not a whole lot of pitchers can do good for a lot of years, man. Batters catch up to the pitchers. Fastball gets slower. Curveball don't break as much. Baseball is a young man's game, man. You gotta have, if you a pitcher, when I say young man's game, I mean as far as pitching goes. And even like running, stealing bases and running around bases, you need to be young. As they get older, everything slows down. Somehow Houston lost a lot of talent, but Houston definitely stays relevant. Houston knows how to get good players. Yeah, Dodgers play who? San Diego and Tokyo or somebody like that? Vladimir Sr. refused to sign an autograph for my son at Anaheim Stadium. I was cool on him after that. 2 inches from us and acted funny style. A lot of players act funny style, man. They rich, they millionaires. They got a lot going on in their head, a lot of preparation goes into a game, and after a game, they be exhausted. So, Rob Moses, I wouldn't hold that against you. I held that against Eric Karras one day, and I seen Eric Karras in person, face to face, and I told him that he was a buster for that. I thought he might want to fight. Eric Karras was a big dude, man. He wasn't no little dude. He was a big dude. I thought he might want to fight. I definitely thought he was going to argue. And I told him he was a racist. Man, he calmly checked me without checking me. He told me what I just told you. Man, there be so much on their mind. They're not thinking about, oh, that's a black guy. I'm not going to sign it, an autograph for him or nothing like that. They be thinking, man, I got to get in shape. I got to get back there, get my massages or whatever, get, their calves and their thighs and all that old stuff, hamstrings. They want to go shower, come off the field from warming up, shower, get into some newer clothes, some cleaner clothes. And they thinking about the pitcher, what type of pitches he throw, and, getting game ready. Afterwards, they want to go shower and get in that plane or go back to the hotel. You know what I mean? So Eric Karras made me realize, like, it ain't all about the fan. You know what I mean? They can't sit out there and assign a ball for everybody, no matter how close they are to you. So I say, let that one slide, homie. Let that one slide. And what's his name? I talked to a couple other guys. Eric Young was the realest dude I ever met in baseball. Pro-black dude. He really laced me on a lot of inner dealings in Major League Baseball. There's another guy, I always forget his name, but his father played baseball too. And he played for the Dodgers. He had an afro, but I can never remember this dude's name. Maybe I'll try to look it up. But dude used to tell me about a lot of racism in baseball. And he would tell me about a lot of the Dominicans, how a lot of Dominicans wouldn't side with blacks. They wanted to be white. They kissed up to the whites and stuff like that. I learned a lot, man, from talking to the players because I was having a little change at that time. So I would buy tickets to all the games, and I would go down there, man, down to the field before games and on weekends and stuff and chop it up with the player, like for real, chop it up with Alan Mills, a lot of other dudes, man, a lot of the black players. White player wasn't trying to conversate with no black dudes, especially on the Dodgers. I took my son to a Laker game. Every player who walked up signed his hat. Lamar Odom, Kwame Brown, Luke Walton, Ronnie Trier. I appreciate that. Yeah. All the bums. Of course, a lot of people like Lamar Odom, but yeah, all the bums signed. Yeah. I respect that, Rob Moses. The bums got time to do that. As good as Lamar was and as talented as he was, he wasn't game focused. He wasn't game ready. You know what I mean? So he got time to sign shit. You feel me? He got time. But the same here, Rob. What you just said, I'm not making fun of you or your son getting those signatures. Because the same thing happened to me. I used to get all the bum signatures. All the bums used to sign pictures for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? They like that shit. I used to take pictures of players and I come back to the park with the pictures. They ain't had no problem signing the autograph. You know? Bums got time. Bums got time, homie. Bums got time, homie. Yeah, for real, man. I'm telling you, man. That's how baseball was. The good baseball players, they wasn't hanging out with the bums. Like in baseball, A good player's friend is going to be a good player. The good players hang with each other. And even though like baseball is really racist to where it's like us when we go to jail. Blacks are gonna hang with the blacks, the whites gonna hang with the whites, right? So they go out there, they work out, they play catch, they stretch, they do all that. They conversate, they joke, they laugh. They joke with their own people. But when they go in the dugout, you're gonna see Mookie Betts talking to Freeman. You're gonna see Mookie Betts talking to whoever's you know what I'm saying? You was gonna see the black players talk to the white players, but they had to be good. You're not gonna see no Hall of Famers sitting there talking to no bum. So yeah, that's how Kobe was. Kobe like, man, you bums, nigga, carry my shoes, carry my bag, fool. There go DJ. They was asking about you, DJ. They've been wondering where you been at. Man, Dominicans getting major paper. What you said is true 20 years ago. That shit ain't true no more. Them fools getting major contracts. Major contracts. Let me tell you the history on Latin players playing in Major League Baseball. The reason why you started seeing Mexicans, Dominicans, and all these third world players in Major League Baseball is because they came cheaper than American black players. And they felt like they could push blacks out of baseball by paying those other dudes peanuts. They black. Them other dudes is black too. They just don't speak good English. They didn't grow up in America. But a white man is looking at us all like them. They black. They black and they play for peanuts. And the one problem they got with a lot of Dominicans, like white people hate a Dominican that doesn't play hard. Like they expect blacks to be lazy. They expect blacks to be ignorant. A black wants to fight. A black wants to fight a fan. A black don't want to run out a ground ball. When them Latin players do that shit, they ass in trouble. They want you to try hard. You come over here getting hundreds of millions. You're getting many millions. You come over here, they want you to run out every ground ball. Torrey Hunter on the Twins made it a point to say Dominicans and Cubans are not black. Good for Torrey Hunter, man. I didn't know that. But I was a fan of Torrey Hunter for a while. You should do a story about the pro athletic bangers. Which ethnicity played in Major League Baseball first, Mexican descendants or Latin Americans? I have to assume it's the Latin American people. Well, there weren't a whole lot of Mexican nationals that played in Major League Baseball, but there have been Cubans for a long time. Puerto Ricans, well, Puerto Ricans, Americans, but Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Colombians, and of course the DR. Dang, what it be like in the league right now? I love to be in the league right now, especially baseball. Shit, who wouldn't? Who would? You should do a story on the pro athletic gangbangers. Kevin Mitchell, San Diego. He would be a good one. There was a Mexican Brooklyn Dodger in the 30s. Yeah, it just wasn't a whole lot of Mexicans, is what I'm saying. Remember Fernando Valenzuela? Like he was a big thing, especially playing in LA. But Valenzuela was a big ass thing. Go check out comedian Godfrey about this very subject. Hilarious yet facts. What bothers me is the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's still racial. Ted Williams should not have the respect he gets. Ted Williams was a hell of a player, though. Why do you don't like Ted Williams? What's wrong with Ted Williams? I'm not asking sarcastically. I'm asking that you school me. Might be a good subject for me to bring up. Ted Williams was a bad dude, man. The thing about sports, particularly baseball and football, dudes be having the same numbers, but white dudes get the nod. Even like in the NBA, MVP, a lot of white dudes get the nod. Steve Nash a couple times, Larry Bird. It'd be better players, but the voters are like, oh, this is a white guy. This is a European American. This is a white national. You know what I'm saying? And they'll vote for him because they're competing against some of the best black guys in the world. And so when a white guy, like they don't like DEI, they don't like this diversity, equity, and all this stuff, right? But if a white guy and a black guy equal, they always get a nod to the white guy. You feel me? Even at the quarterback position, you watch games, they praise these white quarterbacks, praise them. But the black quarterback, they always tell you the negative stuff about him. He fought dogs. He was accused of rape. They always question our intelligence as black players. A white dude make the same mistake as a black dude, they will not criticize that white dude. They'll say, that's a catch he should have made. But a black dude, I don't know what he was thinking. How do you miss a pass like that? Like, it's always his mindset, his intellect that's at question. And it's the same with voting. Man. Ted Williams was an outright racist and an alcoholic and a womanizer. His racism was I'm familiar with his racism. Does that stop you from getting in the Hall of Fame? I don't know about his womanizing. Shit, ain't we all womanizers? I don't know, cowboy. I have to look more into it. Might be a good story for me to tell on this channel. Blacks should have shunned the MLB and kept their teams. They bamboozled themselves. They own the teams and the concession stand. Kind of true. Rashawn Salam was a big running back from San Diego, Lincoln Bloods. I never knew that. I never knew he banged. All right. It's sad, but since it's Black History Month and they were black owners in the Negro Leagues, they gave up their ownership to have Jackie Robinson and others in the MLB. Yeah, they did. They sold out, but they wasn't making no real money. I think when they caved into MLB, I think some people lost out. I think others didn't. We probably did more harm than good, but in the long run, now look, you got black players that flourished in Major League Baseball. It's just too bad Satchel Paige couldn't get in when he was young. If he could have went straight to Major League Baseball, man, that dude would probably have records that'll never be broke. Yeah, I know Chris Blatchford is the white guy that do gang stories, and especially like the Mexican Mafia and stuff. He co-authored that book with Renee Boxon. It's a double standard. If they won't let guys in for not fitting the image, then they should have the same standard. I agree, but they don't. This is America. Welcome to America. This is America. Yeah, ain't no question. We always had to fight harder for our positions. Do you guys know that when you go to minor league baseball, right? Minor leagues is considered professional baseball, right? So when you go into minor leagues, you coming out of high school or college or whatever, and you in the minor leagues. White dudes basically can do whatever they want. A black dude, you can't look at the coach's daughter. You can't be mean to a white woman. You can't fight your white teammates. You know, you got to be in your room at a certain time. Like, you can't be smoking weed. You can't do the things that the white dudes can do. And ultimately, it can cost you your career. I know a few people who never made it to Major League Baseball because of those things, because of the pressure that the white coaches put on the black players, because they couldn't be themselves. You know, I've heard, I don't know anybody, but I've heard stories of players messing with white girls, and they just all of a sudden coach dogs them out. Teammates don't like them. Owner don't give them playing time. All kind of stuff. So, shit, I think Magic dated Jeannie Buss, man. I wouldn't doubt if Rodman fisted her. You know what I mean? Horace Grant looked like her style. I don't know. I don't know if you can't date Jeannie Buss. Jerry Buss sick Jeannie on Magic. You think Magic didn't hit that fool? Or maybe you should say, unless your name is Magic Johnson. I believe that one. I believe that one. You know Magic was hitting that. You got Jeannie Buss watching over you every day, all day. You got Jeannie Buss chaperoning you to these freak parties. Come on, man. Come on, man. We ain't never heard Magic rape Jeannie. We ain't never heard Magic pulled her bra off or pulled her panties down, right? So that means she was with everything that was going on. And you best believe Magic wanted that white girl, man. You have to. Yeah, cowboy, no doubt. Magic knocked about. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know Magic was killing that. You know he was killing that. I wouldn't doubt it, T.Y. I wouldn't doubt it. Man, shit, Magic Johnson was a big dog. Man, he was in there like swimwear without question. Who gonna clip that out and send it to Cookie? Cause I know one of y'all lurking. I know one of y'all lurking, man. Magic is like family, homie. Magic Johnson like family, fool. Magic used to call my grandfather, my step grandfather. You know, he cool with my uncle and my grandmother when she was living. They had pictures with Magic. Whenever they would see Magic, they would take pictures with Magic. Uh, Cookie don't care. I know she don't. But you gotta ask yourself this, right? I just recently, maybe 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I seen Magic and Cookie talking about some vitamins or some health food or something, right? And I said to myself, there got to be some underlying tones with this. Got to be something with this. Cause I know she probably had the vapors too. We never heard she had the vapors, but she probably had the vapors. And I'm like, man, awfully strange that they pushing something like that. It must have helped them. It must help them. Is there Magic Johnson Street in LA? Not that I know of. Nope. Tap it in to leave a comment and hit the like. Thank you, Mr. Garrison. Magic is a very cool individual, man. I ran across Magic a couple times. Magic had no bodyguard. This nigga smile. He shake your hand. He stop and talk to you. Magic is a different type of animal, man. They said Magic Johnson Park on Avalon. Oh yeah. You're right. Magic Johnson Park. You're right about that. Forgot about that. But yeah, Magic is a cool individual. Magic is a really cool dude. Yeah, Rob Mose. I know what you're talking about. We did Magic Smile probably got him a lot of trouble. Out of a lot of trouble. Probably so. Probably got him a lot of girlfriends too. This big old 6'10" black dude, big white teeth. Man, the white girls probably jumped on that. Like, this fool, a young millionaire. All of that. Um, I want to say they over there. It's some bloods over there. Oh, Joe, ain't nobody watching that All-Star game, homie, unless you was betting on some player props. Was there any Laker beef that people generally don't know about? Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, James Worthy. James Worthy was a piece of mess too, wasn't he? I bet it was fun to be around them back then. God damn. Man, Magic had the parties for real. Excuse me. Well, while we up in here talking sports, let me see who's projected to do what this year in baseball. Because usually the odds makers, usually they know what they be talking about. Except for when they tell you the Mets. The Dodgers open 2024. So the Dodgers are the favorites, and the Yankees are next. And the Mets, speaking of the devil, the Mets are projected third team, and then the Braves. So those four in that order: the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, and the Braves. Anybody else win it, you could get some money on them. Detroit Tigers 35-1. That ain't a bad bet. Is this to win it all? Yeah, it's to win the world. Oh, okay. They got the world, the league, and the division. Wow, the Yankees is plus money to win their division. So are the Mets. Oh man, y'all gotta take the Mets. Oh man, it's gonna be good. You gotta take the Mets plus money if you like to bet futures to win their division. So the Mets and the Braves are both plus 160. Acuna's a beast. Mets and the Braves are both plus 160 to win their division. Phillies is plus 210 to win the division. Cleveland came close last year, 25-1. No, no, no. Pittsburgh, no. Cardinals, no. Reds, no. Blue Jays, no. The Rays always is interesting. The Giants, 50-1. That Detroit 35-1 ain't a bad bet, but Detroit plus 260 to win their division. I kind of like Detroit to win their division. I'm gonna have to look and see what moves they made this year. Red Sox plus 475. I don't think the Red Sox gonna win their division. Orioles plus 220. Yeah, interesting. Dodgers got the cheat code. The Dodgers don't win it all, man. Something wrong, man. Dodgers got too many players spending too much money not to win it all, man. Not that money means you win it all, but they got the players to win it all. Yeah, that might not be a bad bet, Dana Garrison. Might not be a bad bet. 50 will get you what? Oh no, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. 50 ain't gonna get you that much. Oh yeah, 30. What did I say? 35 to 1? But I'm saying for their division though. Ah man, Kev Mac, did the Mets get better on defense because I'm taking the over all year again? Hey man, that man over was easy money because the Mets didn't have no bullpen and they could hit that ball. So I don't know that the Mets got better on me, but I'm gonna dive into it. Like I said, give me about 2 weeks, and I'm gonna dive into baseball. I need to see who all signed and stuff like that. Um, they still talking about some trades and stuff like that. So give me about 2 weeks, spring training, and I'm gonna dive off into the acquisitions the teams made this season. I used to hear about a dude from Crenshaw named Hot Plate Williams. Care you heard of him? John Hot Plate. You talking about John Williams, the basketball player? I don't remember the name Hot Plate. He had another name, Hot Rod, John Hot Rod Williams or something like that. John something Williams. Yeah, yeah. I'm hip to John Williams. Matt's got one soft toe. That don't mean that don't mean a whole lot, but it's cool though. I wouldn't bet on the Mets or any team that lived and died by the home run. Right. I heard today at least 7 teams are going with a payroll of under 100 million. So 40-man roster divided into 100 million comes out to 2.5 apiece all season. Those teams are gonna get ran all season. I approve of that message. Play for the Cavs. Yeah, he played for the Cavs. I need a baseball, a bat. I think he went to LSU. I think he went to LSU. Soto will help the over. Definitely, he'll help the over. Definitely. Beaten on the RL all season, on the run line all season long. I ain't mad at you for that. See what I'm saying? John Williams played for several seasons in the NBA. He's 2 years old. He's a year and a half older than me. He was 6'8", 235. Crenshaw High School. Yep, played for LSU. He played for LSU. Confirm that. He played from 86 to 2012. 16 years. I didn't know he played 16 years. He must have had a bad ending. He played for the Bullets. He played for the Clippers, Pacers. Ah, see? That's why. He played for the Bullets, Clippers, and Pacers. Then he went over to the European League. So he played for 4 teams in the European League. First team All-American in 1984. 2-time California Mr. Basketball at Crenshaw High School, 83 and 84. He left. He left. He was there when I went to Crenshaw summer school. But when I actually enrolled in Crenshaw, he was gone. I enrolled in 84. He left in 84. Nah, he didn't play 16 in the NBA. He played about 8 in the NBA, 8 or 9 in the NBA. Nah, he played about 9 years in the NBA. The rest was in the European League, and it don't look like he was shit. Nobody kept him for more than a year. They didn't want him. They didn't like him in the European League. And it does say Hot Plate Williams, but we didn't call him Hot Plate. I don't know where they see. Oh no, Hot Rod Williams was a different guy. Okay, Hot Rod Williams and Hot Plate Williams are two different guys. Hot Rod played for Cleveland, and they both played in Louisiana. He had weight problems. He couldn't get his weight right. He was legendary Crenshaw. His name was Pop. But like I always tell you guys, that whole Crenshaw basketball squad when I was in school was the shit. So after Hot Plate, I can't remember what we called him. We called him something else. But after Hot Plate leaves Crenshaw, my homie David Carter, the guard, left-handed guard, they won the world. They won the city, the state, the United States, and the world. So I went to Crenshaw and knew several dudes on that squad that won it all, the best basketball team Crenshaw ever had. Not the greasy seasoned gumbo. Don't we all? Our numbers and representation in Major League Baseball is understandable. Well, I already broke that down why it's like that. Well, damn, never heard that. That is crazy. Yeah, I say it all the time. I'm proud, and I wasn't even on the team. Wasn't even on the team. I'm proud because I grew up with David Carter. David Carter lived around the corner from me. That was my childhood friend. We used to play in television together. He was the best guy. He was my best competition in the television. Couldn't nobody fuck with me in the television. Um, but David Carter was my partner. How in the hell he ended up with a white woman is beyond me. But shit, apparently his black ass wanted him some white woman. He went and had a white woman and had kids and everything. And you know, I told this story before. David Carter, I think he's assistant coach at St. Mary's. So he ended up coaching Nevada. He was the head coach for Nevada, which leads to my story. So I'm watching Nevada because I had moved to Vegas. So I'm watching Nevada, not UNLV, but Nevada, Reno. I'm watching them and I'm betting on them. And they're a pretty good basketball team. David Carter takes over. So I called David up. I'm like, hey, Dave. I'm like, man, look. He's like, what's happening, Kev? I'm like, what's up, Dave? You know, I'm a gambler and shit. And we all grew up playing basketball together and video games. So I'm like, Dave, man, I'm like, your big men are soft. They soft, homie. I'm like, man, talk to him. Tell your big man, to, show some strength. Push some dudes around. Use their weight. Get them on a weightlifting program. He didn't seem receptive to that. He just like he set the phone down or some shit. So, I'm telling him, like, the white boy, I think he was a forward. I'm like, he ain't got no hands, man. I'm like, you got to replace him. And then I tell him, this is the key. I tell him, I'm like, Dave, cuz you from the inner city. You went to Crenshaw High. You know the struggle with black players, man. I'm like, go back to LA, homie. Go through where we live. Go through around Crenshaw and Crenshaw's competition and recruit some of them brothers from the inner city. He didn't seem receptive to that. All right, yeah. All right, homie, man, good luck. All right, later. Oh, no, I missed the part. So he telling me his big men are cool. I'm telling him they are not cool, homie. They not cool. Your big man is trash. Black dude and a white dude, they trash. Guess what? Dave ain't never talked to me again. Dave never talked to me again, nigga. No text, no phone call. He must have blocked me. Never talked to him again. This is my childhood friend. He did not want good advice. And I could imagine him going through, playing college ball and being a head coach, you got to have a tough path to get there, right? I wasn't trying to hurt his feelings at all. I was trying to encourage him to get better players. And he didn't want to do it. So I called my homeboy, Mike Miller, right? Mike Miller grew up with both of us. But David was my best friend in school. I called Mike because Mike had ran across his brothers, Ronnie and them, and Reggie. And they was the Carter family. So Mike telling me he ran across Woo, and he bragging on David. And I'm telling him, David ain't finna do shit with that team. David inherited a good team. David ain't about to do shit with that team. And Mike was taking his side. Mind you, like I said, David was my best friend. So I'm not hating on my partner. And he's in a situation where I'm hoping he become an NBA coach. Because if you don't hire me as a consultant, nigga, I know you're going to get me some tickets. I'm going to be sitting with your brothers in there. And they was a tight family. So I know I'm going to be in the best situation as far as going to games. Nah, man, that nigga didn't like that shit. That nigga cut me off. And his team didn't do shit. So you know me. Yeah, Mike, I told you they wasn't going to do shit. I told you that nigga needs to go get some blood, man. I told you. The next year, I told you, man, that nigga ain't going nowhere. I don't know what you saw that I didn't see. Nigga, I'm betting on these games. I'm watching Nevada. Cool. And that's it. That's it. You know what I mean? Next thing I know, he was like assistant coach for St. Mary's or something. The high school that he went, the college that he went to. But yeah, I understand, Cowboy, and that's what I meant to say. Dana Garrison too. I meant to say this. I understand that you're the coach. That's like me on Kev Mac video. This is Kev Mac video. You can't really tell me how to run Kev Mac videos. So I'm sure he felt the same way. Like, nigga, I'm the coach. I went through all this to get here. I'm the coach. I'm not listening to you. You nobody. You didn't even play high school basketball. I ain't fucking with you. You can't tell me nothing. But he ain't knowing, nigga, I'm an avid gambler. Like, I'm really putting money on this shit. I'm really believing in you and trusting you to make your team better and show some show some love to where we came from. And he couldn't do that. Me personally, I would have been looking up all the schools in LA. I would have been looking at all the schools in LA for black players, man, but couldn't do it. A David Carter interview would be fire. At the end, I'll be like, how come you quit talking to me? How come our lines of communication fell off? But yeah, man. And I used to dog David, you know what I'm saying? But because David was a really good basketball player. David was a left-hander, so he was awkward. You know, when you kids, when you in junior high school and high school, you right-handed. All you grew up with is right-handers, and there's a lefty. Like, you don't really know how to defend that well. And so I would get rough with David. And David wouldn't really play with us. David kind of, you know what I'm saying? David used to go off to basketball camp and, go play in these leagues and shit. And David would, like, his health was more important. So when the games got rough, David would just go home. Like, he wouldn't quit like no punk, but you could tell he didn't like no physical play. And David would always leave. So there was no, like, he didn't have a bad reputation. Nobody talked bad about David at all, period. But I could tell he just wasn't a physical type of player. And, it worked out for him. I wish he could have went to the NBA. Been cool if he played in the NBA. But no. Yeah, Cowboy. But he played on the school ground. No, he played with the thug. Dave was never a gang member. He was always a square. Always a good student. He was a smart dude. Probably an A student. He thought smart. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fall to the pressure of gangs or thugs. Uh, I appreciate that and I respect that. But nigga, you played against thugs, nigga. Go get you some thugs, homie. You still just as black as you, darker than all of us. Nigga, don't leave your roots. All right, you got a white wife. You can still go get these black players out the city, nigga. Man, for real though. Cause David was good. It's no way I could, like, initially, I'm fucking with David. Like, I'm feeling like, nigga, you know, David ain't that much better than me because I was competitive. Felt David ain't no better than me. You know, he's just a left-hander. But then it got to the point where David was just the shit. Like, David's dropping dimes, you know what I'm saying? He busting all net. You know what I'm saying? You can't rip him. He coming down nice and comfortable with the ball and shit like Crawford. He had the layups down, the alley-oops down pat. David was hard. David probably, though, he might have been 6 foot, 6'1", maybe. He didn't get that tall. Yeah, I believe that, DJ. Top 5 Dominicans, Mariano Rivera. You're not going to put Pujols first? Pedro Martinez, Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis. Those are 5 good names. They 5 good names. Tatis taking steroids. Tatis getting injured. Tatis not being as good as he was before he got injured. I can't put Tatis up there, and I like Tatis. Juan Soto, he's a powerful player. I don't know that he's number 4. Mariano Rivera definitely was the shit. Albert Pujols definitely was the shit. Manny Ramirez is one of my guys. Manny Ramirez was a really good player. There's some more, though. That'd be another good one. I should write this shit down. So, favorite Dominican players. Or the best. I should have said the best. I'll do 2 of them. I'll do my favorite Dominicans, and I'll do the best Dominicans. And we want to look up Ted Williams, right? What about, I like Sosa, but Sosa was using cork bats, bleach on his skin. Sammy Sosa got turned out by Mark McGwire. Remember when they was banging left and right? You turn on the news, one of them was hitting a home run, or both of them was hitting a home run. He let Mark McGwire get to him. And he had the cork bat, and that just made him look so stupid, so dumb and stuff. So favorite Dominicans, best Dominicans, and Ted Williams. No, we said Pedro Martinez already. Ted Williams. I could do a Ted Williams profile. I could do a Ted Williams profile from a Negroid, from a black standpoint, right? Where I could probably throw some racial shit in there or give my hood feelings about alcohol and drugs and womenizing, right? I could do that. I think that'd be cool, right? If I find time to do that. But Ted Williams was a beast with that bat, man. That's why I'm saying, that's why I asked the question, like, what about Ted Williams? I was a Pedro Martinez fan. I won money with Pedro Martinez. Mariano Rivera was pretty dope. He might have blew a couple saves for me. But Mariano Rivera, if you was betting against the Yankees, you could forget it. It's a wrap when Mariano comes in the game. So I kind of, in so many words, I want to say Mariano Rivera. Pedro was a beast, man. Pedro was hard. Pedro had heart, too. Pedro would squabble anybody. He don't care if you was big or old. He was going to squabble you. Tony, and them the type of players I like, because that's the type of guy I was when I played sports. Tony Gwynn almost did it. Tony Gwynn was nice too. I know Tatis Jr. is a stretch, yeah. Definitely need to tell Williams' profile because he was an outright racist and should have been banned for so many things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that and do a little something on Ted Williams. You know what I mean? I think a profile on a high profile baseball or sports athlete, I think it'd be easy to do a profile on them because you already got journalists that probably got all that information already. Whereas when we're doing gang people that y'all never heard of or only heard their name mentioned, it's hard to do that. It's hard to find out where they from, where their parents from, all that type of stuff. That shit ain't easy. They own friends don't even be knowing where they came from. They own friends don't even know when they moved to the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's why Hawk was so excited. I'm the one met Melvin Harvey first. Like, nigga, that was a highlight of his life. I met Melvin Hardy first. Melvin Hardy came from the east side. So he knew Raymond in there. He introduced us to his friends. Tony Gwynn played San Diego State basketball also. Tony Gwynn was dope even at San Diego State. I think Tony Gwynn was from Long Beach. I never heard Tony Gwynn was from Long Beach. Cool if he was. I never heard that though. Tony Gwynn was a smart ass player. Tony Gwynn was smart. We need more black people like Tony Gwynn. If we could still pick his brain and hear him talk about baseball, man, we would be blessed. We really would. Where's Templeton and Ozzie Smith? Are they still living or are they dead? Ozzie Smith, death date.
Ozzie Smith was born December 26, 1954, and is 70 years old.
He's still living. Is Gary Templeton still living? Gary Templeton was born at 56. Ozzie dead. It say he's 70 years old. So what they miss his death? Is Gary Templeton still living today?
Gary Templeton was born March 24, 1956, and is 68 years old.
Why we don't hear about these dudes? I didn't know Tony Gwynn was from LA. Dodgers should have went and got him. Ted Williams spit on a black fan on purpose. Also, Reggie Jackson would have been a commissioner of baseball. Ozzie Smith and Eddie Murray played at Lockhart. Yeah, they did. Absolutely. Eddie Murray died, though. So Ozzie Smith and Gary Templeton are still alive, and we don't hear about them. We don't see them. Man, that's crazy to me. I didn't know Tony Gwynn was from LA, man. Dodgers should have went and got Tony Gwynn, man. We had some good right fielders, though. We had Reggie Smith. We had Raul Mondesi. I thought he died. Didn't Eddie Murray die? Shit. What year did Eddie Murray die? Eddie Murray, the baseball player, what year did he die? Maybe not. That's crazy, dude. We don't hear about these dudes. That's crazy. We don't hear about these dudes, man. What the hell? That's crazy, man. These dudes are still living and we don't hear about them. These are some of the best dudes, man, in baseball. All these dudes, what they have in common? Born in 1956. These dudes could have been Crips and Pyrus, man. That's crazy. Murray was a beast, though, man. I love Murray. Sandy Koufax still living? Damn, I thought he died too. Shit, I thought everybody played baseball died. Why do they disappear? Why we don't hear about them no more? Man, Major League Baseball need to do something with these dudes, man. These was LA greats. These are baseball greats. What the hell? I played semi-pro with Ozzie Smith's cousin. Played semi-pro baseball with Ozzie Smith's cousin. They was like, this nigga's a career semi-pro guy. They like, this nigga's never going to the major league. Football players die. But man, you would think these baseball dudes would still be part of baseball, like Frank Robinson was. Even Hank Aaron hung around a lot. Willie Mays hung around a lot, right? We don't see Barry Bonds. Ken Griffey Jr., he gets a little shine, but he don't be out there like that either. Hey, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. We did an hour. Eric Davis. I love Eric Davis. We got him right there and right there. But yeah, Eric Davis grew up with a lot of my partners, man. Ernie Banks didn't get a lot of coverage. Man, yeah, MLB not smart like the NBA uses it. But yeah, they should use their vets, especially the black ones, if they want to keep American players over here. Like we deporting immigrants, but we'll let them come over here and make hundreds of millions, right? How much is Juan Soto's new contract with the Mets?
Okay, I found this on the web for how much is Juan Soto's new contract with the Mets. Check it out.
$765 million. They damn near making this dude a billionaire. $765 million from a third world country. You know how many black players they could sign with that type of money? I love Kenny Landreau too. Kenny Landreau was cool. He didn't pan out to be that guy, but he was good. He could steal bases. He could get the fly balls. He had no arm. Kenny Landreau had one of the worst arms I ever seen in baseball. He's pathetic. He'll roll the ball from the outfield to home plate. But he had speed and he could get to them fly balls. He was a good outfielder. Hey, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good one, man. Thanks for watching. We got to get the watch hours up. Y'all take it easy, man. Peace. For real, Gribble, for real.